Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Ash here. Today we're going to be talking about the WOLTEMESSI destruction of Nottingham Forest. 2-0. Got to see Elliot Anderson back at it again. Looks great. Had a bit of a scrap with Joe Linton nearly. But look at this. This penalty, right? When I was watching this, I thought this was going over the bar. I can't show the video, obviously, because TV rights and everything, but we can show like a stop motion thing. Look at that. That is hit the top underside of the top of the netting. That is crazy, just behind the bar. I thought this was going over. Like, all I'm saying is, Sells did not move an inch. Didn't try to jump for this. No keeper in the world is saving that. That penalty was unbelievable. And, like, that's going to go under the radar. Insane. WOLTEMESSI is just getting better and better as the weeks go on. First of all, we're going to quickly say about this. Being an update on Johan Wister since I last made a video. He's going to be out for an extra 3 to 4 weeks. Sucks. So we'll see how that gets on. Eddie Howe also commented on why Lewis Hall wasn't a part of the squad today, part of the game. He said he felt his hamstring in the Union game. So we'll see how it goes, because obviously now it's still on the international break anyway, until back on the 18th against Brighton. So we'll see how that goes. Keep track of that. Right. This game was a must-win for us because we've had a very bad run of form. Nottingham Forest is in a bit of a not great place. They just lost actually the other day in the Europa League. They were at home, so I'm pretty sure. What score was it? Yeah, 3-2 they lost. They've had a very bad run of form. Ange has not looking too good. The players and the fans have all been singing Ange out. The fans have. The players, I'm not going to lie, if you saw the end of the game, Ange was standing there clapping the fans. All of the players was ignoring Ange. So I don't know what's going on over there. But either way, we looked amazing. Bruno Guimaraes, wonder goal. Dan Burn got rugby tackled twice by Morato. I think both of those times should have been a penalty. Morato had his bear hugging Dan Burn like this, arms fully around him, took him to the ground. Of course, you can always say this stuff maybe is a little bit soft, but in today's game, people plays for, like, if people have got their arms around that, you can't really do that, otherwise people will just go down. Didn't get a penalty, surprisingly, for that, but either way, let's go into this. Bruno with an unbelievable worldly goal. He gained the possession back himself, and outside the box, long shot, top corner, top bins, like the Voltemada's goal, but on the other side of the goal. Unbelievable. No keeper in the world saving that either. As you can see from here, we had over 50% possession. Of course, it's in James's Park. As you can see, expect XG. We had over 3 XG. Like I said, to be honest, we probably should have got another 2 penalties, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain because we 100% were the better team. Total shots 18-5. Big chances they had none. Nick Pope didn't really have to do a lot at all this game. He did what he needed to be done. There was a few balls that came in that basically he ended up just like either punching out or just came to his feet. There was nothing that was too hard for him to deal with. Nico Williams, he should have been sent off. This man literally flipping handballed the ball twice. Like, he intentionally handballed it. He got a yellow card. Wasn't it for the Tonali tackle? Does it say on there? I don't know if it does. I'm pretty sure it's for the Tonali tackle. And I'm not going to lie. At first, I thought it was a foul. Tonali fully dived. And I will say that. Igor Jesus looked okay when he came on. But either way, we'll go through this. Bruno, unbelievable. Personally, I think Voltemada should have had man the match. Unreal performance he put in today. I'm telling you what, one of the best centre forward, like an old architectural centre forward, sort of how I see Kane, how Kane plays. He drops a bit deeper, drops down, passes the ball out to Gordon and Elanga, exactly how he said he would do. His hold-up play was unbelievable. Obviously, he got a goal off. He nearly scored one in the box where I think it might have came off his hand and hit the underside of the bar. But either way, it was unbelievable. He's got 100% pass accuracy this game. His touches, I was intrigued. How many touches did he have here? 30 touches, yeah, that's bad. As a strikers normally probably get about 20 touches per game. So he's had a good amount. He was very much so he was very much part of the game. As you see, so I'll see if I can pick up his little head. So as you see, he would be down here, but he'd be dropping in, picking up the ball, dragging, getting fouls, taking on some players, passing the ball out to Gordon, Elanga. It was unbelievable. Elanga had Nico Williams. I'm surprised he didn't get a red card this game, to be honest. Like I said, the two handballs were very bad because they were very blatant, obviously, that he went to do that. Elliot Anderson looked good. Nice to see him back. Would love to have him. Salzio is probably their best player on the pitch, as you can see by how many shots he ended up saving. Morato, my God. I cannot believe this. So the first tackle that he did on Dan Burn in the box from the corner, where he literally rugby tackled him. Like, he full-on rugby tackled him over. The VAR said minimal contact. And the commentator said exactly what we were thinking. And it was like, I would love to understand the definition of minimal contact, because that was anything but minimal contact. Gordon had a decent performance, to be fair. I think it's lower than what he actually should have got. I think he only had 70 minutes, which is the same as Elanga. I mean, both of these had very good games, to be honest. Like I said, Voltemada, unreal. I think he deserves the man of the match for the performance he put in. What a player we have. When Wissa comes in, like I said, what I very much could see happening, and I'm hoping Eddie Howe does this, that we get the likes of Tonali, Bruno, both kind of dropping a bit deeper. And then we have Voltemada kind of coming back to being sort of like this, sort of like kind of like a 10, but a bit forward. It's a second striker. Wissa in front. Then we have it's going to be amazing. Or like I said, one of them is just going to be on the bench, and they'll come on with like the likes of Jacob Murphy, Harvey Barnes. Be doing like a 3 like-for-like swaps. But obviously that would be a bit unlucky for Willa Sula, which has had a very good time. But onto the game. Dan Burn looked unbelievable. As you can see here, their big Burn got an assist for the I think it was for the Bruno goal, which is surprising because I didn't even realise that Dan Burn was that far up the pitch for that. Either way, he looked amazing. As you can see from the table where we are right now, we're 7. Has everyone played 7 games already? Really? I guess so. That's interesting. No Monday Night Football then. Okay. Oh yeah, of course there's no Monday Night Football. It's but the international break, isn't it? That go off. Either way, so everyone's played 7 games. As you can see here, we are now up to 11th, just behind Man United, 2 behind Sunderland. We don't talk about that. Everton got a win today. Grealish got a goal. Bro had no idea about this goal. Literally, the Crystal Palace player booted it off him from like point blank range in the box and just went in the net. It was like the luckiest goal I've ever seen. Yeah, Nottingham Forest, like I said, they've had a complete shocker and just not look good. But to do with let's have a look at the stats of the game. As you can see, we had 9 shots on target compared to their 4. Their 4 on target were very poor shots as well. There's a reason why there's big chances missed, because there's no big chances at all. They were shocking. Yeah, but similar accurate passing. This is what you like to see, that we are literally like ahead in like nearly every metric. That's what you want to see for your team, especially at home. But yeah, like I said, I think Nick Voltemada should have got the man of the match today. So unbelievably impressed with his performance. He's just getting better and better. This is the whole thing that I preached about, potentially getting him in during the transfer window. I said this from day one. He was one of my people that I was targeting and looking at from Stuttgart, and he's proven to becoming really, really good. Clinical finisher. He's a bit different in the way he plays. Like, obviously, with him being 6'6", you would think he's a lot more good in the air, which he is good in the air, but he's also incredibly good with his feet. He doesn't go down that easily, which is surprising. Like, obviously, the Gabriel one, when he got flipping 4 onto the face, he even said if he went down, there may have been a yellow or red card for that, but it's not in his game, which, I mean, I respect that, because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of players don't have that. They just go down. Like, the amount of times you see someone get kicked in, like a ball hits someone in the stomach and they go down holding their face. It's just embarrassing, man. But yeah, Voltemada, unbelievable performance. Let's have a quick look for everyone. Willisula came on. Yeah, I wouldn't really talk about Willisula and Lewis Miley. They came on in the stoppage time. I think 91 minutes, I think was when they came on. didn't do anything. I mean, they didn't really have anything to do because the game was finished by then. Harvey Barnes looks okay. Jacob Murphy, of course, Jacob Murphy always looks good. Like I've said, this man is like fine wine. He just gets better as he gets older. I would like to see him more in games, but we've got Elanga, so great problem to have. And then, yeah, look, Tino looking to be early December. Yeah, that sounds probably about right. Johan Wisser, that's going to be pushed back to November. So, unfortunately, we're not going to see him until November. But we're lucky the way that it's going because Nick Voltemada, he seems to be settling in very well. Yeah, I think it's now we're starting to get to that point where we're going to start picking up a run of form. As you can see here, these are our last few games. Obviously, the Bournemouth one, that was an absolute howler of a game. Wasn't I think that was the one that Tonali hit the post on. Then what we had, Bradford City at home, smashed them 4-1. But yeah, I mean, of course we'd do that. The Arsenal at home 2-1 loss. That was an unlucky game. Like I said, with the Gabriel arm. Yeah, Union away 4-0. Unbelievable game that. And then obviously we smashed up Forest at home. Next game that we've got is the Brighton game. Brighton away. Here we go. I didn't even see it was right there. The Brighton game away, and this is sort of what our fixtures are looking like. So we've got Brighton away, which could be a difficult one. They went 1-1 to Wolves today, I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can see. Go on FootMob, Premier League. Oh, wait, it was just there, wasn't it? Yeah, 1-1. They should have actually scored another goal. I remember it popped up when I was watching my game. One of the big chances they missed. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game that. We're back from... I think we should be the team in form going into this. I think we should be going in this with the sights set on winning. It's a 3 o'clock on a Saturday game, first game back, so, you know, bit of a stinky game. Not a big fan of those times at 3 p.m. Obviously, at least it's not the earliest one at 12:30, but it is what it is. And then we're taking on Benfica, obviously bringing the likes of Jose Mourinho back on Tuesday, so we get a 3-day break. Obviously, it's really nice, really good that that's at home. Fulham at home, again, that should be a game we're winning. Tottenham at home, we should be winning that too in the Carabao Cup. It'll be really good that in midweek, late at the night, with floodlights on at St James's Park. It's going to be a really good atmosphere. So I'm hoping that that'll be a good one. And plus, Joe Linton always seems to have a great game against Spurs, so we'll see if he starts. And then the West Ham Newcastle game. It's going to be an interesting time to play West Ham then, because, well, first of all, that might be a time when Wisser comes back. Who knows? But West Ham's starting to look a little bit better. Obviously, they had an absolute stinker start to the season, but they're starting to look better. Obviously, like the likes of Villa have picked up some points today. Marlon got two unbelievable goals. But yeah, I think we're starting getting to the point where now teams are getting back into the swing of things. I think the Premier League table, probably by game week 11, game week 12, will start looking roughly to where everyone's going to be finishing. Because obviously at the start of the window, it's all about who people play, settling in new players. Like Liverpool, they're going to start settling in their players. I think Wirtz and Isak are going to become good. Isak, we already know how good he is, so I don't think Liverpool got to worry about that. I did say this last season. I was very unsure about Arne Slot because, granted, although he's looked good before, he still had all his players and stuff were still under the winning mentality and under how sort of they were left under Klopp. So I was slightly unsure about how to think about them in that season. This is going to be more of a Klopp's, an Arne Slot season where he's brought in his own players, doing his own formation. He's going to have to go through a lot of hardships to see where they are. Obviously, they've came back from so many late games, and they didn't the other day. They ended up losing themselves to a late one, which was so funny because this Chelsea game, every single person in the group chats was so happy Chelsea won this. It was like, because they got a late winner, it was like justice from all the times they've done it to everyone else. So, how do I think it's going to look over the next few weeks? I think you're going to start seeing the likes of Wolves picking up some points, West Ham picking up some points. Forest, I really don't know about Forest. I think either Ange is going to get sacked, or they're going to keep losing games. I don't see them. They're not looking good. They really aren't. Brentford, I think, is going to pick up some points. Villa will as well. We should. So the thing is, I think a lot of these people in the bottom half are going to start moving up. Man United. I tell you what, if Man United beat Liverpool away, this is going to be unbelievable. But yeah, either way, guys, I've waffled on for a bit. It'd be good to see the international break. Obviously, we're going to go over some England games. I'll be on the football terrace and everything. Appreciate this. Obviously, in the new setup, I'll be able to do more things with stuff around the house and everything, make things look a bit better, see if I can get a better backdrop and everything, see what I can do. But appreciate it. Leave a like, comment, sub, and let me know what you guys are thinking of WOLTEMESSI, because wow, we have got an absolute wonder kid on our hands.